All right, so we're out here with Pedro. Pedro's one of our site managers, really our senior site manager here at Maven. Pedro, what are you out here doing today?
We're out here making sure this customer gets the best quality roof out there as possible. You know, we're taking our time. We're going to take this in phases. We're going to go in about 4 phases. This is our first phase. Second phase is going to be over there where the skylights are, nice indoor pool. Third is going to be that big mansion right there, and then the fourth is going to be the carport.
So Pedro, when you get over here to where the pool area is and you have all these skylights, what do we have to watch out for?
We got to watch out for, of course, the shingles, flying shingles, ripping off the shingles, making sure they don't get hit. A lot of the times they'll try to rig up a piece of plywood up there to protect the glass, make sure nothing gets broken. Tarp off everything underneath so no flying debris gets broken. Obviously there's a beautiful garden down here. We don't want to mess anything up. We also like to take our time, like I said. If you look at the decking, we're inspecting the decking. We're making sure that it's not bowed. You can see there's some bowing in some areas. We're going to go ahead and replace those pieces of plywood with OSB, standard H clips for code, and get those figured out and wrapped up with the best possible synthetic out there.
So I've heard that like sometimes when you get into this that you can't reuse the flashing around that.
Around the skylights?
Yep.
That is true. Once it's punctured, it's been compromised. What you want to do is make sure all your step flashing on your side is in well condition. Even if it's in well condition, if it has more than one nail is compromised, you have to put a new piece of flashing. We like to put new pieces of flashing just because it's the quality. A lot of roofers will just go ahead and leave that nail in there, put another nail in there, not even caulk it, and just go ahead and cover it up with the other shingles. They won't take their time. Same thing with the decking. A lot of roofers won't take the time, look at the decking, make sure it's not compromised or bowing, and they'll just go ahead and slap their felt on there and move on and shingle. We like to take our time, make sure that it's nice quality work and we're not rushing it and making mistakes. So
on a complicated build like this, where you've got a lot of vegetation, where you've got a lot of hard or difficult access points, what do you do going into this build?
Well, what we do first things first off is I like to meet with the crew here in the morning, bright and early, walk over everything that needs to be protected, the most valuables that need to be put away or protected with plywood. We also have a great piece of machinery. The equipter lets us get around in places where we could set up our trash point like that over there. On the other side of this roof is a driveway. We set up our equipter all the way to the roof, so now they could just go ahead and throw the trash over there instead of having flying trash all in our garden.
So you got one area to dump the trash.
Exactly. And a house like this has a wraparound driveway, so we have a dump trailer set up on the other side. There's mostly 2 instead of just 1. Now we have 2 access points instead of a lot of the times what they'll do is just tear off everything and just let it fall. We don't like to do that here. We like to be careful and protect our valuables and beautiful gardens, honestly.
Awesome. Anything else unique about this build you want to share with folks?
Like you mentioned before, we got a rolled roofing system here. Got to take our time with this. There's going to be a lot of rotten plywood here underneath this flat roofing system. Most of the time like to hold up water, and it's a weak point in the roofing system. So we're going to do with the Liberty base sheet and cap sheet. Go ahead and go do that and make this thing waterproof again. Replace anything that needs to be replaced.
All right, thanks Pedro.
Have a good one.